Hi. Hi guys, I'm so sorry for being late. Actually, I was ready. I tested all everything before like 2 hours ago. And of course, just about the time I was going on stream, I was right on time. I had a big like Larsen problem, and I have no idea where it was from. I think it's because I changed the key, the streaming key in OBS, and then it went all like oh. So I was like, okay, of course it must happen. I even dreamt about it that I couldn't do the stream for some reasons, but I managed to reestablish everything back, and I started all from scratch again, and now it works. So I'm really sorry about this 14 minutes late, 15 minutes late. Um, in my birth town in Toulouse, we say it's le quart d'heure toulousain. It's the famous 15 minutes. Everyone is late, always about like 15 minutes. That's normal in our city, but for me it's not normal. It's just like I had a technical issue, so I'm very sorry about that. Thank you for being here. Is there everything all right? Do you hear me well? La 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 la. Do you see me well? Do you see the drums well? I would change, of course, the view when I would be playing. Do you hear the drums well also? Is that all okay? Mhm. La loi de Murphy. Ouais, je crois que c'est ça. Toulouse is the name of the neighbor's dog. And of, I think there's a cat in the Aristocat named Toulouse. So, alright. Perfect, sounds good. Cool, so welcome to this first live of playing around the click. I don't know actually if there will be several lives about this subject, but it's something I find very interesting and that I'm doing all the time currently. When I arrive at the studio, I put my things, and then as entertainment stuff and just going on drums and going into the fun, I put my click. But this click is often not in 4. I have fun imagining that this click is anything but in 4. So, for example, it will be playing for me in my head every 3 16th notes or every 5 16th notes, like the video you maybe saw, one of the last videos I posted. I practice newly every 7 16th notes. That's quite hard. And so you happen to play, and the click is not playing every 4 and is playing like all around what you play. You can play some things in groups of 4 or groups of 6, like ternary grooves will be in 6, or binary grooves will be in 4. But this click will place itself all around you, but in time, it will accentuate simply other subdivisions and other 16th notes that you're playing. It will not accentuate your beats, and that's the goal here. It's like you were playing with another musician that is, not playing the beat, because you know the beat is cool, but us drummer play the beat, but it's less boring if other musicians or even the click play around the beat and play like some stuff that can enrich in uh, your your song and your playing. So yeah, I will just launch the click and try to do a big random playing solo like I usually do to show you what it's about. And then we will maybe go through different possibilities we can play with the click, and I'll try maybe to explain a little bit how it works and how you can put that in practice concretely by yourself. The salmon. I should eat salmon more often. So, now it's the time that I will try to find a good spot for you to see the drums and myself. So, wish me good luck. Yeah, that seems pretty good like this. What do you think about that? Pretty see all the drums, pretty much see all the drums. And when I'll be playing, you'll see my head too, right? So, okay, let's go. Okay, so do you hear the click? Yeah, I will just cut my mic, my voice mic, so the sound of the drums will be better, of course. If I don't think about putting the mic on again, please remind me of that when I will need to talk again. Hi. Hey, it's me again. We have a little less light compared to earlier. Okay, so that was a little overview of what we can do with a click. And maybe it lasted a little too long. I'm very sorry about that. I kind of loses track of time for sure. So I just want to go quickly over the different possibilities that we can use. So maybe you spotted some of thems with an S. Some of them while I was playing. Oh, thank you a lot, guys. That's warming my heart. And yeah, so that's not perfect, obviously. It's currently in state of work, but if the goal is really to like show you some things that makes and that can sound like and inspire you eventually. So I hope so. And yeah, so the basic one that you can work at home is the click in 4, but not on the beat. So a click in 4, I mean like you have 4 16th notes subdivisions. Oh, I'm sorry, it seems to lag a little. But my 4G connection is yet so wonderful. I don't understand why it's not fluid. But maybe it will stabilize. So, okay. A click in 4, it means like you have 4 subdivisions. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm really disappointed it's not fluid. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That is basically what we are used to when we practice over click. We just put it and it's by default in 4 and on our beats. So you can still put it in 4, but try to imagine that instead of accentuating the first subdivision, instead of accentuating the first subdivision, you can accentuate the second, the third, and the fourth. The third will be easy, kind of easy, because it's like the half beat. Sorry, I'm still a little confused with the English words. So, for instance, when I put a click here, by the way, it's 90 BPM. So, you know, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And you want it to be the third, so third, 4, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 1. So it's like half beat, and we are already kind of used to it, and it's pretty easy to relate because it's the half of our, subdivision. Okay. But this click can also be the second and the fourth subdivision. So 2 would be 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So your main beats will be just before the click, right? It's maybe the most complicated to apprehend and to feel, to start right away without spending like 1 hour. Okay, where is my one already? So it's just after my beat. Since my click is accentuated the second subdivision, and I want to play the first subdivision on my kick, for example. And you have the fourth subdivision, that is the coolest one, I think, because it would be easier, because you have to play just after the click, right? Because it's the fourth and you play the one, so 4 for 1 for 1 for 1 for 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. So okay, so that is playing around a click in 4. Can put it so on the second subdivision, on the third subdivision, and on the fourth subdivision. I'm wondering if I should maybe can I try something, guys, just really quickly, because the lagging stuff is really annoying me. I think it's not a good experience for you. So can I just cut the video for like 10 seconds, and then I cut OBS for 5 seconds, and then I stream again. So maybe it will be better. Okay, I'm sorry about that, but yes, 5 seconds, and I will be back. Okay, so I think it's better now. I hope it's better now. Okay, not sure, because it's searching for something. Okay, we will assume it's better. I'm sorry for that. I would have tried for you guys. So the click can be in 4, but it can also be in 3. How do you make that? It's kind of complicated when you think about it. The click can play every 3 subdivision. I will put the click again. Yeah, I will put it down to 80. So how can you make this click play every 3 subdivision? Let's imagine you want to play a 4/4 beat, like pum chak, tum cha, but you want this click to be in 3. What you have to do is to change the subdivision that you define to your click. Like by default, you will imagine that you have a 16th note subdivision and like 4 subdivision, like 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. If you want your click to play in 3, you have to think about triplets, like 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. But you won't play every 3 note, because it will end up to ternary groove and exactly on your click. That's not what you want. So you want to play in 4. So what you want to do is 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Okay, 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 1. And there you have your 4/4 beats, and you're clicking 3, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So yeah, you just have to change the subdivision. Try to lower the bit rate on OBS, or yeah, I will try to make it better for next time. Always some issues, but I can't relate to the Wi-Fi connection here because I'm in the studio I rent and many people are using it, so I think it's not reliable for a live session. So I'm using the connection of my phone that is 4G. So yeah, it's not perfect, but maybe one day when I will be rich, I will have a super studio with the optimum setup for best streamings ever. So, click in 3, click in 4, click in 5. It's the exact same principle. You have to change your subdivision to a quintuplet instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You have to think about quintuplets like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And over those quintuplets, you have to find your fours again. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You keep the same subdivision, but you hit every 4 and not every 5 because the click is already hitting every 5 and you want to hit every 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have to have the polyrhythm 4 against 5 makes in the head, so you can have the landmarks, and that it will be easier. So when I want to play in 4 and my click in 5, I just sing that to my head. Da 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 tum da in tum ti da in tum da tum in da in tum I da tum da in tum I da in tum da tum in da in tum I da. And then when I incorporate this and this feeling into my head and my body, I can play much more things always in the same feeling. You feel the subdivision in 5, but you play in 4 in the subdivision, and you know how to place yourself. Stop. You know how to place yourself related to the click, and you know which subdivision the click is gonna accentuate while you play in 4 or in 6. You can play in 6 and have the click accentuate every 5 subdivision or every 3 subdivision. No, 3 subdivision is not that interesting because it matches, but like when the click can also like play in 4, so it's creates a song with the click, or in 5, for example. So yeah, that's how I do it basically. So it's important for me to answer your questions, so I will take some time to just look through the chat and see if there's any question. I'm really sorry about the flu. No, it's not the flu. The connection. It's supposed to be cool, and maybe it's my phone that is getting a little hot. No, I don't think so. So I'm really sorry about that. I really wish it would be perfect, but It's never perfect, always a problem. Sometimes the camera, sometimes the sound, sometimes the connection. Okay, so quickly go through the chat. Clicking 2116. That could be, but it will be something. It will really be spaced through time. Tout ce qui est susceptible d'arriver finit par arriver, même si la probabilité est infime. Ça veut dire que même les plus belles choses sont susceptibles d'arriver. C'est ça qu'il faut penser. Excellent, perfect, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not a lefty. That's my camera. That is reverse, of course. Yeah. I'm a righty, like most people, and I wish I could be a lefty because every lefty I know are amazing. I know. Yeah, I prefer the mirror effect. Yeah, but I cannot remove the mirror effect. I'm sorry. I use my phone as a webcam because the GoPro isn't really working with my setup actually. So, and I use an app that is called the Irion webcam, and I cannot sweep the. Oh, maybe in OBS I could. Okay, I will try to find it. How we reverse the camera in OBS later. So, yes, the sound is the same. Yeah, I think the sound is working great. That's a good point, right? Oh my god. Question. Yes, I love questions. At your level, how often do you feel that you drift away from the click? Very often. It's a matter of. I think it can be also a matter of volume. Here, the click wasn't very high for me because I did not figure out a way to have it high for me but still low for you, because everything that's coming out of Logic Pro, you hear it. So what I hear, you hear, and I think the click is already high enough, and if I put it higher, you will not really hear my drums in a comfortable way. So yeah, if you have your click really high and strong, it's less difficult to lose yourself, but you have really to incorporate it in your play and be really pay attention to it constantly, like you pay attention to a musician when you're playing in the same room in the same song and you don't have a click. You really have to focus and to listen to your surrounding, to play not accordingly, to play together and in a fluid way. So yeah, it's very often, and I think it's you have to work it really long, and maybe it's a question of a lifetime. It's really hard to, we are human. We have perceptions and emotions and a lot of things that are playing at tea time, and it's difficult to handle things really perfectly all the time. So you will drift away sometimes. You have to work your focus, but it's really difficult to stay really focused very long. So okay, how long does one spend practicing counting this type of stuff before it becomes second nature? You can. Oh, thank you. It depends on the amount of time you're practicing it, I guess. I love to practice that, and I love to practice polyrhythms, polymeters, and everything that involves implies superpositions of layers that have different lengths, and that is a kind of superposition. Like your click is playing in 5, you play in 4 on the same common subdivision. So the song that 4 vs5 makes together, the whole rhythmic song, and then you can easily relate to it. And I practice this kind of thing a lot, so that's really part of my play and world. So maybe it's easier for me to go through this kind of thing, because it's really my word and I really love it. But yeah, it depends on each person and your sense of time and your sense of listening, of course, and a lot of things. But if you like it and you find it passionating, you will have to spend time on it, but it will be a very fun and cool time. I really love it to do that every day. Don't forget to like the stream. Thanks. Okay, I try to. Oh, I'm halfway on the chat. Wow. Okay. Every third, eighth note. Yeah. When I talk about groupings and stuff. Yeah, but you're right. Actually, yeah, it's every third, eighth note that I was playing. It can be every third, 16th note, but also every third, eighth notes. It really depends on what you want. But yeah, I think in the demo that I was playing like ding 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 and tita ding 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 no, it was 3/16 notes. Thank you a lot for all your comments and your support. That's really, thank you. Yeah, every 5/16. That's what I did. Yeah. Oh, thank you a lot, Coolie Loach. I'm almost done. To let me represent. Do you know some of the Polygon Wonderland from King Gizzard? It's funny because in February, when I got all these new comments on my channel, people talked a lot about King Gizzard, and I didn't know this band. And I listened to them a little, and yeah, that's cool. That's pretty cool. I'm not sure I know that song because I still a little new to this band, but I'm sure it's great. It's still lagging. Last time I did a live session, it was not lagging like this, so it was sooner here. But I think it's better to do at this time because everyone's awake in the world almost. But it seems to lag. I don't know if it's related to the time. Yeah, the sound is most important. Yes. It works sometimes to reset. Yeah, I tried to reset earlier, but it didn't work. It didn't work. Yeah, didn't work. OBS encoder being overworked, maybe. Yeah. YouTube is really rude for encoding. This is common. Yeah. When I count the fives, it feels like the click is going faster and faster. Yeah, because you have little bigger amount of subdivision, so it feels faster, of course. What do you think about the gap click, which leaves clicks out and then start again? What? Oh yeah, that's very cool to practice your inner time, right? That's another way to practice the click. There's a lot of app now that does this kind of thing. That just leaves gaps so you can see if you're rushing when it, comes in your ears again. Like, oh wow, I wasn't on the. I quite lost it, because I'm rushing too much. It's often rushing, right? I love the way you play. Thank you so much. The sound is perfect. As long as I can do ASMR video. Hey guys. Would you ever let a singer push the song BPM in a live performance? It depends. If the songs want it and that we agree to it, maybe. But if it's like if we want to really be straight because the song is grooving more in this kind of way, it's I will focus on time. And if I have a click, I cannot lose it. I have to focus on to play on the click. So the singer kind of sings alone, and I really have to the clicks first. That's what I find annoying with playing with a click on stage live when playing with other musicians. That's because if you have sequences in your backing tracks, because often there's not enough musicians on stage to play everything, so there's always a little backing tracks to support the music. You have to play on a click, and you have really to make that a priority. So if the singer rushes, it's his problem, but not yours. Show us an exercise independence to right hand, right foot. Yeah, but that's not the topic of the live session, right? Man, I wanted to. I thought we would have enough time. I wanted initially to as I did play a whole what can we do with a click thing, and then play only with a click in 4 and play around it, and then talk to you, and then play with a click in 3 and then talk to you again, and then play with a click in 5. But we don't have time for that. That's, oh my god. Turn down the resolution. Yeah, but I cannot, I think. If you have some tips, I take, and I will, watch the chat and figure it out for later. If the problem happens again, I can know how to figure out in live and not be blocked with that problem. Isn't better to think in terms of poly and its version and think in the subs? I feel than think in terms of subs in the mind is too busy. I'm not sure. I try to process your question. I think everyone has its better ways to integrate and relate to something and like manage things. And as I said, when I play this kind of thing, I know what the polyrhythm, the basic polyrhythm, like if I play a 4/4 groove and my click is in 3, I will have in mind what it makes as a song. The polyrhythm will like da 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 da. So I will have that in mind, so I can know in advance where will be falling my click comparing to what I play, and I will have the subdivision also not to rush or to lose the time. I always have this inner subdivision. I'm not counting, I'm not like da 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 in my head, but I just try to feel it. Virginia, USA checking in. Hey, still daylight here on the East Coast. Great timing. Yeah, and here too in France. And I know, like, for the Los Angeles guys, if there's someone of Los Angeles, but I know it's early morning for us, for them, and they also can be here. So the great timing is it's a great timing for a live session for the world, you know. Mm. Your timing is so perfect. It disrupted the space time continuum. Hence the video. Like, yeah, there must be that. Does the rebound of the bass drum pedal ever throw you off? I haven't learned to move my legs. I only move my feet, and it's hard to find the bass drum pedal setting. Not good as well. I have the high heels technique, not so high, but I always lifted my heels a little bit, so the weight of my leg have an impact of on what I play on the kick, and I choose not to have rebound on, you know, the head of the bass drum. I let my my thing there, don't know what it's called, on the head. I don't do that. I could, but that's not my technique. It's the technique I learned from years ago, and it would be difficult for me to learn the other technique, I think. But each technique is great, you know. It's even better if you can master every technique, of course, but I don't have rebounds problem. Not often, because I leave my battle. No, it's not my bat. My bait. My. I don't know. My batter. Yeah, my batter on the head. Salut Bordeaux. Hey. Salut Bordeaux. I had to leave drums behind and have been getting to pressing instead. Whoa, that's a brave thing to do. That's really great stuff, producing. I think I couldn't do it because so many things to manage. I prefer to like just stay on the drums. Do you have any tips for playing with good feel? That's a tough question, Clay. Good feel. Yeah, it's a dumb answer, but try to feel what you play. Try to sing what you play. Try to groove what you play. It's really easy thing to say, right? Because when you're playing like in front of people or stuff, your mind is so busy thinking about other things that it's really hard to focus on. I have to sing the song and to groove. Okay, just to groove the music. Focus on the groove the music. Then it's okay, and you groove. But it's in an ideal world, but it doesn't always happen like this, sadly. So the rhythm is in 4/4, but the emphasis instead of 1 is in different counts. Yeah, it depends. If I decide to play a rhythm in 4/4 and I decide that my click is in 3, it will sometimes hit the 1, but it will not hit the 1 every time. Sometimes it will emphasize the 1, sometimes the actually yeah, it will emphasize every subdivision of your groove in different places. But you can have a click in 4 also, but choose not to emphasize the beat, like punch touch punch ta, instead of having this click punch touch boom. You can have this click always in 4, but emphasizing your second subdivision, punch touch boom ta boom ta boom ta, or the third boom ta, or the fourth ta ta. The click will still be in 4, but not on the beat. Yes. Merci. Oh, Musique Saint-Cernin. Je me demande qui c'est. Musique Saint-Cernin, c'est... Saint-Cernin. Saint-Cernin was my high school? No, yeah, college? No. Yes, college. I think that was my college. And I was in the musical option, and that was so great. Who are you behind this name, Musique Saint-Cernin? Thank you a lot. Is this a PowerPoint stream? Yes. It seems like it's, yeah. It's an alien stream. Whoa, 1 a.m. from Malaysia. You're crazy. Thank you for being here. A Bordeaux. Vince, et bonjour. Et bonjour, Vince. D'où viens-tu, Vince? I can recommend the MPC Beats program and okay, culture with pads and shift simple easy way to making beats and computer. Okay, and how to get better if you're stuck doing the same thing. How hard is it and learn? Not playing too much. There's so many things to learn out there, so maybe just pick one thing you really think it sounds great, or you like, or it's, you know, it talks to you, and you try to identify what is it about it that you like so much, and you try, you know, to work this particular kind of thing. But it's always about inspiration. You can get stuck, but, you know, watching maybe other drummers videos or just live music live, and yeah, you can find inspiration and find out what you want to work. For me, it's pretty the same kind of thing. It's really the word of polyrhythms, of layer superpositions, of different lengths, subdivisions, groupings. It's so deep and passionating that I never get bored, and there's so many things to learn and to master, and you never master anything because it's infinite. And who are your favorite French drummers? Damien Schmidt. Manu Katché is quite cool too. Nicolas Viquero. What is his name? He's often jamming at the Busy Sally, and he's amazing. He has a very French name. I really suck with names. I'm sorry. Yeah. Joseph Filatro is kind of good too. Was my former teacher. Tu joues sur quel bout de drum? J'ai du mal à faire sonner les miens. On what heads do you play? Remo. Remo, coated, Remo, sometimes Emperor, sometimes Ambassador. And it really depends on your drums and your acoustic. It can make the difference. Madame Vives. Oh là là, ben, merci beaucoup. C'est super cool de te voir là. I have my former like I'm old. Former music teacher back to college that is here. So it really means a lot to me. Thanks. Yeah, I'm very like épanoui. What is the word for that? Yeah, I spent a great time with my drums live. That's for sure. I'm almost done with all the chat. I had tickets to Anne Pasio, but confident in her course. Yeah. Yeah, Anne Pasio is great too. But you know, I think I hope that in 2022 every restrictions and stuff will be over and we'll be able to share things in real life again, and I really can't wait for that. It's really the thing we want to do as musicians first, like just play music in front of people and share real vibes. A camera and a live stream session is great too, meanwhile, but it's not replacing it, I think. Is Manu Katchep French? Yes, he is. Is like one, maybe the only one so far that has made it to the US as a career man, you know. Manu, Magma, yeah. Oh, okay, so I'm done with the chat. Manu is amazing. Yeah. He is too, of course. So, it's been wow. It's been, but yeah, you're still very much here. Thank you for staying all this time while it's lagging. It's not that enjoyable. That's cool. 1 hour and 40 minutes. Okay. I think that's pretty much that. It's really difficult, I think, to... it's the first live sessions I do, and I try to limit them to 1 hour. So the people after, like, that cannot be here with us can rewatch later and not spend, like, all day on it, But, I wanted to... I want to play, I want to show stuff, to explain stuff, to answer your questions, to talk to you. It's another way to manage time that I don't master yet. I can master... Alexash! Hey! Yes, carrément. So yeah. I wanted to play a lot more, but it's starting to be long, so I'm really sorry about that. I will try to find a way to fix the connection, even if I don't understand why it's lagging. And see you next time. It's very cool to share these moments with you guys. It really means a lot to me, and to have you watching also, and your comments, your questions and stuff. It's really exciting for me, so thank you a lot. And if you don't follow me on Instagram yet, I recommend you to go follow me on Instagram, because I'm posting a lot of stories of my everyday sessions, and when I'm having fun on the drums, I find some idea, something cool, I just record it quickly with my phone, and I quickly put it on my stories just to share the ideas. So yeah, it's a good idea if you like this kind of stuff to follow me on Instagram, because really I'm very active then there, and I cannot post. I don't post stories and stuff on YouTube. It's easier for me on Instagram. So yeah, be sure to follow me there. And on Facebook also if you want, and yeah. So thank you a lot, and see you later. Have a good day for those where it's the morning, and a good evening for those that are European like me. Cheers, and I say you goodbye.